Hello everyone and welcome to another Scent War. What I've decided to do is split it into two. So the first one, very simple, it's going to be a combination of old and new. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. No, that's if you're getting married. No, right. We're going to have Soldier Janeiro. We're going to have Zara, one of. We've got Liberty as well. BB from last year's Advent calendar and this year's Advent calendar. With the Soldier Janeiro, just to sort of reintroduce them. Large, medium, and small. Now, with some of the Soldier Janeiro, just quickly, you do get the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream with it as the set, as you can see here. It's got the set. The only one that doesn't at the moment, as far as my research leads me to believe, is number 76. Doesn't seem to have a matching cream, and the reason for that is it's a limited edition. That's why. Now, just in case you don't know, you're not aware, the number on each of them has a significance, and I'll tell you the significance of each one as we go. Now, BB, these are Liberties from the Liberty Advent calendars. This one, Santal Beauty from BB, this is from this year's. And I did that, I showed you that previously in the unboxing, if you remember. The other room, that was from last year's. And what I want to see is if there's any difference in the smell. That's the first thing. But are Liberty as good as Soldier Janeiro? Also, we've got Zara, one from Zara, a vanilla one that's thrown its hat into the ring. We also have Ghost of Tom by BB. That also featured in last year's Advent calendar. So we have three there. I'm going to put these creams to one side at the moment. That was just to show you that they do come in a set. That was all that was for. So we'll put those to one side. Now, that was the one from Zara, by the way. This was called Immortal Vanilla. Right, so we'll start, I think, with Brazilian Crush Cheirosa number 62. This is pistachio and salty caramel. And I'll tell you a little bit about it before we make the challenge. So number 62. Well, first of all, fun facts for you. Soldier Janeiro actually means, or if you know any Portuguese at all, it means son of January. Fun fact. Now we have so this is the fun part of number 62. It's from the year 1962, and I'll just tell you the notes very quickly here. So we have pistachio, salty caramel, almond vanilla, heliotrope, jasmine petals, and sandalwood. So it's obviously for the autumn into the winter as well, because the scents are heavier, okay, as opposed to the citrusy or fruity flavours or florals that you associate with spring and summer. That doesn't mean you can't wear them at other times of the year. Far from it, you can. Anyway, the reason it's 62, I'd like to tell you a little story, okay? Only a quick one. It's inspired by the year 1962, when the world fell for the girl from Ipanema, and the iconic beach culture of Brazil, and you just can't get enough of it. Now, the girl from Ipanema, back in 1962, she was 17. And if you look on your screen now, there's a picture of her. That was then. And if you look on your screen again, right there, there's another picture of her, a more modern picture, a more recent picture. An attractive looking girl. One's black and white, obviously, and one's colour. But that's the girl that we're talking about. And the story goes, the backstory to it goes, she was supposedly walking along the beach in 1962, the same route every day, and a couple of songwriters just happened to be sat in a cafe on the beach, and it inspired them to write a song called Girl from Ipanema. You may or may not have heard of it, but it has featured in a lot of films as well. Now, in my best Brazilian, I'm going to try this. The name of the girl in question here is as follows. Her full name is Heloísa Anida Menezes Paia Pinto, known as Hilo Pinheiro.
What?
And I can hear everyone screaming at me now, wrong pronunciation, wrong. That's okay. I said it was in my best Brazilian, which is probably as good as half of yours. Anyway, that's her name. And as I say, she used to stroll along the beach. And if you know the song, you'll know the backstory to it. That's it. But it's a nice story, isn't it? It's a nice little story. And that's, as I say, the girl who's on the screen there, that's what the song is about, or who the song is about there. And that's why it says 62, because it's 1962. And you just can't get enough of the beach at Rio de Janeiro. That's what it's all about. Okay, so that said, take this off. By the way, this is the largest one you can buy of the Brazilian Crush 62, and I think the only thing the only other spray that is as nice for me was the number 39, but that's that they've reintroduced that. It's a limited edition exclusive, and I have mentioned that on a previous video. Anyway, number 62, Sol de Janeiro, and we're going to try that against Zara, and this is Immortal Vanilla. Again, this is a warm. This is a heavier scent, a warmer scent, and it's for this time of year. But you can also wear it in the summer. There's nothing stopping you wearing it in the summer. If you wanted to, you just remember to spray it on the right parts of your body. When we get to a little bit further into the scent war, I'll have another fun fact for you. Well, I'll actually tell you at the end, and I have a surprise as well a bit later. I'll tell you. Anyway, back to the scent war. So we're going to match Zara against Sol de Janeiro. So here we go. Let's see. Let battle commence. So number 62 and Zara. So what you're getting there is the vanilla. The immortal vanilla is literally immortal. It's vanilla. There's nothing else to that. It's a straightforward scent. It's totally annihilated by the number 62 for obvious reasons, because there's far more in this. So on this occasion, I think, sorry Zara, but yeah, Sol de Janeiro number 62 completely obliterates that. So that's the winner for me. But that's still a nice scent, vanilla by Zara. But it is only vanilla. There's nothing else to it. Would I recommend you buying this? Yeah. Why not? If it's a nice scent, but it's not in the same league for me as number 62 Sol de Janeiro. Not even close. So that's the winner there. We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's have a look at BB now. So we've got BB Santal Beauty. This featured in the Advent calendar for 2025. So the Liberty Advent calendar that I unboxed, if you remember, this one featured. So we're going to try BB, and we're going to try that against number 76. Now, let's see what we have about number 76. So let's have a look. Okay, so you have amber floral, midnight jasmine, black currant, amber wood, vanilla creme, caramelized patchouli. Okay. So what happened in 72? Did anything happen in 72? I'm sure something must have done. Let's see if we can figure it out. I did have it written down here. I know what it was. I remember now. I remember. It completely slipped my mind. I do apologise. Yeah. I have used this before. Yeah. 1976, the Brazilian discotheque. That's what that was the feeling that it was supposed to evoke. The feeling of being free, being energetic, being inspired. Yeah, the discotheque era of 1976. The Brazilian discotheques. So the nightlife. That's what number 76 is supposed to evoke. And it's again, they're all the warm scents, all the spicy scents in this fragrance. Let's just have a look at the back. Yeah, it says, I'm looking at the wrong bit. I do apologise. Yeah, this one's a mist. So, and that's what we're going to open this up. It's number 76 against BB Santal Beauty from the Advent calendar. So, let's try these two. That's that. Okay, so yeah, BB is it's a sort of musky and woody. Just trying to get a spray out of this. There we are. Got it. Yeah, so the 76, it's very different from the 62. It comes across, what we got there? Again, it's musky, a bit woody, sandalwood in there, very different scent. I don't like the 76 as much as the 62, I have to say. BB, this Sentinel Beauty Parfum, for me that's a bit weak. It sort of disappears. As much as I don't like the 76 as much as the 62, I like it enough that I think it's better than BB, in my opinion. So again, I think Sol de Janeiro wins there with 76. It does inspire and evoke the nightlife from Rio, which is what it's supposed to do. I think BB is. I mean, this is for the Liberty Advent Calendar. It's a little bit weak in my opinion. So sorry, BB, but not this time. Okay. And the last one here is Sol de Janeiro, number 40. Now, the number is from the 1840s. It's not 1940. It's from the 1840s. And I'm just having a quick look at something. Excuse me. Right, it's sophisticated, vibrant, and it's an alluring essence of the era. We have black amber, plum, creme, cassis, jasmine blooms, vanilla woods, and warm musk. So again, it's quite a heavy scent because it's designed to be used in the autumn / winter. It's not a summer fragrance, although you know, there's nothing stopping you using it in the summer. But Sol de Janeiro do have specific scents to use in the summer, as I have shown them in previous videos, including number 39, the limited edition, which they reintroduced. They are fresh summer scents, florals and what have you. I think there was a Dancer Mystica, was one of my favourites. Sorry, Danca Mystica was one of my favourites. So it was a set of 3 that were fresh fragrances. But this, as I say, this has all the darker, heavier scents. And we're going to put that one up against... this is from last year's Advent Calendar. This is Ghost of Tom by BB. So we're going to try that one. So it's Ghost of Tom against Sol de Janeiro from the 1840s. I remember Ghost of Tom from last year. Again, it's for me, it's sort of a weak scent. There's not a lot about it. It's just very... There's amber and there's musk and there's patchouli, but that's about it. There's nothing. It doesn't blow me away. Number 40 from Sol de Janeiro. It's still very, that's still very, 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 very pleasant to smell. Straight away you can smell the black amber and the plum and the creme cassis and the blooms, and you can smell the vanilla in there as well, and obviously the musk. In the winter, months, in the autumn/winter months, the way perfumes work or body mist work is the heart and the base notes are more prevalent. The top notes tend to sort of fade a little bit. So it's the heart notes and the base notes that stay lingering around. And it's on that point. Actually, I'll just give you my winner here. It's not Close to Tom. So I didn't like that the last time, and it's still, because the years progress now. Liberty are still performing, in my view, quite poorly as far as up against Soldier Gennaro. Soldier Gennaro for me is still the winner there. For me, it's still one of the best sellers on the market right now. It's very, very popular. So number 40, which represents the 1840s in Rio de Janeiro, that's still the winner for me. So Soldier Gennaro, large, medium, and small, are very much the winners there. I don't have to try the vanilla again because I now know what it smells like. My favourite scent out of all this lot is the first one I did, number 62. That's my favourite scent, I think. Now, fun fact for you. You may or may not know this. When you've had a certain perfume that you've worn for the day, and you finished whatever you're doing, you're going home. You get on the bus, tube, train, private jet, private yacht, whatever, and all of a sudden, the atmosphere changes. You can actually smell everything else about you, people's body odor, all the horrible smells that normally aren't there. But reason for it, fun fact, in case you didn't know, it's called olfactory fatigue. What happens is, if you wear the same perfume or body mist or for men, aftershave, whatever you're wearing, if you wear the same thing, your brain gets so used to it that it neutralizes everything. It sort of shuts down, and you can no longer smell you because your skin is then used to it and your brain is used to it. But have you ever gotten on a tube train or a bus, and someone's walked by you, and they may have bad body odor or whatever, but you can smell it, and you can smell every other thing on the train that's bad. Every other thing apart from you. You can smell every other thing, and that's the reason. That's why your brain shuts down from you, and you can smell everything else on the train, or the bus or whatever, and that's the reason, because it gets used to smelling what you smell like. So your nose can no longer smell it, so it's fatigued. That's it. But it's not you that has the body odor, it's somebody else. But that's what happens, and that's what can sometimes happen. And I have the problem sometimes with these scent wars, because I'm smelling so many different things. Sometimes I have to stop, talk to you about it, let the air clear a bit, because there's so many scents hovering around that my nose can't identify anything for a few moments. That's why I have to just talk to you for a bit. But anyway, it's a fun fact. If you already knew, fantastic. But a fun fact if you didn't know. And the rhetorical question that I have right at the end here is, can you wear any of these perfumes all year round? And the answer for me is yes, you can. The only thing there are changes that are happening obviously throughout the year. In the autumn and the winter, we don't sweat as much. We don't, and for that reason, moisturizers become more prevalent, and you have to be a little bit heavier with your application. It's if you spray on clothes, on fabrics, the smell is actually better sometimes than if you spray on your own skin. You can actually smell it on the fabric better because what you're wearing is denser, obviously, and the molecules are more tightly packed on the fabrics than they are on the skin cells. Because your skin is during the autumn and winter, your skin needs a bit more moisturizer to prevent it drying out. Whereas in the summer, it's less, isn't it? Because it's warmer. But as it's cold, your skin it doesn't have the same smell as it does in the summer. But you can still wear these all year round. Just be careful how you apply them. The pulse points and what have you. But you can still wear them all year round. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed that. That was one of 2 scent wars. The next one I'm filming tomorrow. And I had a surprise for you, if you remember, that I was going to tell you at the end. Tomorrow, there, is it the glossy box? There. Is it the glossy box advent calendar? Yes. Yeah. So I couldn't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, tomorrow, the glossy box advent calendar for this year is arriving, and I'm going to be unboxing it, giving you a sneak peek before the big day. So I'll just let you know in advance. So if you want to see what's in it, watch that particular video that I'll be recording tomorrow. If you don't want to see what's in it, I'm just letting you know in advance. So if you want it to be a surprise, those are your 2 choices. So I'll be filming that tomorrow when it arrives. And I've got my second scent war to film, which is just behind me here. And the second scent war will feature Victoria's Secret. A perfume called Touch Me. This is from Abu Dhabi, apparently. Sakes. We have some more from the old Liberty and the new Liberty. Peony Pop is one. One of my favourites, Faces of Francis. I'll tell you more about that in the next scent war. And we have Sparkling Joe, which arrived in the Liberty Advent Calendar. And we have, this is called Esplenda Grando. That was in the Liberty calendar that I unboxed. So they'll all be competing against each other tomorrow. I'll be filming that one tomorrow. That's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And whatever you're doing, have a magical night. By the way, you might recognise this bag. This was the Liberty bag that contained the calendar when I did the unboxing. I've just hung it over the chair for the time being, because I'm using some of the scents from the calendar for the scent wall. Right, yeah. So have a magical evening wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one sometime tomorrow. Look out for the scent war and the unboxing of the Glossybox Advent Calendar. Take care, everyone. Be kind. Kindness always repays kindness. See you soon. Bye for now.